Hey, hello.
Hello, everybody. Bill's gonna wiggle the camera.
That's my job.
There we go. Hey, this is Robin. Welcome to Raincross Farms Makery. Come on in, say hello in the comments when you get here. I am going to get my bot up and going.
I was going to say, you're going to get wet up and going?
My bot.
Oh, that's what you said.
Bot. And I would get this done ahead of time, but it won't let you. You have to be live before you can get your bot going. Okay, that's it. Saving that. Publishing that. And we should be good to go. Let me get this back up. So, hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday evening, everybody. Hope you're having a great week after Thanksgiving. The last couple of days left of November. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. We're glad you're here. Hopefully you are even more recovered from Thanksgiving. Hey, Alana, good to see you. Welcome back to California from your trip. Where were you? Texas to see your daughter?
Yes.
Welcome home. Hey, hey, hey. Hop in. I'm waiting for Ken because Ken's going to come in late and Ken's going to say, can you start over? Anyway, if you are watching, we would certainly appreciate it if you would hit that heart button and follow our page and sprinkle this video out to your page, to some crafty friends of yours, or if you have a craft group you belong to that takes other people's live videos, we would really love it if you would sprinkle us out. This helps us. Hey, Kita, welcome from very windy Washington.
Well, we'll get that wind a little bit
Yeah,
later. We're supposed to get snow here in 4 in the morning.
We're supposed to have a couple of days of pretty heavy storm, and it's cold enough. We're going to get even more snow. Anyway, thanks so much for doing this. This helps us out immensely with the Facebook algorithm. Hello, let's see, you're still tired. Well, that's the story of my life. You know what? I'm not, nobody said anything. I didn't have my microphone on. Can you hear me? Spitting snow. Can you hear me?
No, it's not going through the microphone.
It's not going through the microphone?
So I'll have to figure out what we did wrong.
Well,
there.
you know what? Is it working without the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Go without.
We'll go without.
I'm gonna unplug this for now,
okay.
so we don't have any problems.
So hopefully, can you still hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me. Oh, I guess you can tell me. Anyway, I heard it was great. I hope you got some rest. Yeah, well, I think she's resting, but I think she has a whole lot of stuff to rest from. Okay, a couple days ago, we made this project. We used a glass block, and I said I was going to look for something to stuff inside of it. If you can read it, it says joy to the world. And I did. I found some tinsel. It's silver and gold tinsel from the Dollar Tree. So I stuck it in there with the fairy lights. So probably won't show too well, but it lights up in there. There's fairy lights and tinsel in there, and it looks pretty. So if you weren't here for this, be sure and check it out on our replays. Okay, I'm gonna set this down to the side. Hey, our project tonight. Cute little decorator item to keep at your house. How many of you grew up writing letters to Santa? I was an elementary school teacher, and that was always one of our writing assignments. Is 3rd grade, you had to learn the form of letters. So, you know, the greeting, the date, the body, the salutation, the signature. So we practiced that by writing letters to Santa. So I thought it would be fun to make a Santa's mailbox for your house, because you're never too old to write to Santa. And it'd be a really cute place to store all your Christmas cards that come in the mail. Do you guys still get Christmas cards? We get a few. Nowhere near what it used to be. Okay, so here is, I kind of got started on this. Here is my mailbox, and you can see I've got one coat of paint on it. I got this from the Dollar Tree, so it was $1, and you can kind of see it's got these cute little cartoon characters, animals. It's cute, but doesn't quite do it for me. But I like the little mailbox. It has the little door that opens. So check out your Dollar Tree. Probably Walmart has them too. But anyway, so we're going to give this another coat of paint. And then I got this. It's a candlestick holder. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was originally $16.99. Did I pay $16.99 for this? I paid, I don't know if you can see it, I paid $1.69. I went when they had spring and summer stuff was 90% off. And so I got this for $1.69. Dollar Tree also sells something a little similar to this. So we are going to use this, and we are going to paint this red, and we are going to attach it, and we're going to have a cute little mailbox. What do you think? Oh, Mr. Schiller's in Corpus Christi now? He was our neighbor for quite a few years. Mr. Schiller?
Yeah.
He was where we voted. He always hosted the polling place in his garage when we were first married. Okay, so let's get to painting so you don't have to watch paint dry this whole time. I already gave it one coat, but you can see it didn't completely cover, so I'm going to give it a second coat. And let me get out a fresh paintbrush. Yeah, it's a bigger one. Let's use this one. Okay.
That thing needs a second coat.
It does, because you can see Santa loves me and all that stuff peeking through. Okay, so I'm going to paint this. I'm just using chalk paint. This is Waverly chalk paint. I got this at Walmart. Some Walmarts are still carrying the Waverly brand, but not all of them. But I think any craft store has some brand of chalk paint. I like chalk paint because it adheres really well, it dries really fast, and it covers pretty well. So if I had tried to paint over this with an acrylic paint, it would have probably taken me five or six coats to get it covered with acrylic paint. But with chalk paint, I'm pretty sure I can get it covered in 2 coats. Okay, and I will probably need to give this another coat. So I'm painting this red. We're going to kind of go with a red and white color scheme. Not Gunther Schiller. Wasn't it Doug? Was it Doug Schiller? Bill's not paying attention.
Yes.
Bill's not paying attention. He's probably texting Alana right now. How dare you, Gunther? Okay, like I said, this is going to take a couple of coats.
I am replying to her.
You are replying. Applying again.
I'm not sure Gunther is still alive.
Well, that happens to the best of us.
Yeah. It's appointed on demand, wants to be there.
Okay.
No, not a distant relative.
Okay. So this is definitely going to need a second coat. So I'm going to set it aside.
Aren't you glad I told you to start with a coat?
Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad he told me to start with a second coat? Okay, so let's start painting this. So this is a paper, it's just a cardboard cardboard mailbox, and it's covered in paper. I could cover it over again in new paper, but I'm gonna paint it. Yep, and I think 2 coats is going to cover that just fine and dandy. See, you can't see any of the little animals on there anymore. I'm going to try to do this without getting paint all over my hands. It was a thought, yes. Okay, so if you are hopping on, say hello so we know who's here. So we know who's watching. Just say hi. You don't have to tell us all your secrets, but just say hi. Let us know you're watching. Oh, but you knew the other Schiller?
Schuler.
You knew the other Gunther?
Yeah, he's a German teacher.
Well, duh. Schuler or Schiller? Hey, Patty.
He had the hair going too. That man had he was, I don't know how to explain his hair. He had very
thick.
Oh yeah, you know how Howard's hair can look real thick and heavy. That's how
for an old man.
Yeah. It wasn't thin and worn out like mine.
It actually still served a purpose.
Hi, Patty.
I messed up some. I can't hear you now, but I can still see you. Is everybody else still hear us?
I can hear it.
You can hear it.
I can hear it.
Okay,
through my
well,
ear
Alana,
aids.
go out and come. Well, you can't. Somebody tell her, go out and come back in again. I can tell her, but she can't hear me. Okay. Now, I'm going to hit this with the dryer before I'm finished. Otherwise, I'm going to have red paint all over everywhere. So I'm going to hit it with the dryer. Just so I have some place to okay, Keita can hear me. Good, good, good. Patty can hear.
Patty wants to know how your day was.
How was my day? My day was good. My day was good. Did you know that Sunday is it's either National or International Cookie Day?
International Cookie Day.
And Sunday happens to be my week to bring snacks at church. So, of course, we are going to have cookies. So, I couldn't decide on just one kind, so I'm making all my favorite Christmas cookies. So that's a lot, because I like cookies. So I've got a lot to bake. So I figured I would make at least one new kind of cookie every day. And I'm making like 2 batches of each one. Because we can get like 80 or more people coming for snacks. So today I baked molasses ginger cookies and
they were good.
Chocolate crinkles. So I've got a whole bunch of those. I'm not sure what I'm going to bake tomorrow. I'm not sure. I still have. Oh, tell me your favorite Christmas cookies. I'm going to make peanut butter cookies with the chocolate kiss on the top. I think they're called peanut blossoms. Not that they're especially Christmassy cookies, but I like them. And let's see, I'm going to make some spritz cookies. And Bill wants me to make some shortbread.
Yes, I do.
And I'm going to make some cornflake, excuse me, cornflake holly, which is basically Rice Krispie treats, only instead of using Rice Krispies, you use cornflakes and green food coloring and you kind of lay them out and kind of form it into a wreath and put some red hots in it, and it looks like a little Christmas wreath. So I'm going to be doing those. So tell me, what are your other favorite Christmas cookies? I may try some, what are they? Almond lace?
What?
I might try some almond lace cookies. Okay, this is taking a minute to dry. This is what Bill wanted to avoid. So you're only having to watch half of it.
Looks like you're gonna need another layer.
Well, I haven't done the
The
sides. And I think I don't know, I might need here and there, I might need some touch-ups. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to bring out my high-powered, I'm going to bring out my, not
big guns.
not my heat gun, but this is my embossing gun. It gets a lot hotter. I don't want to damage that paper, so I'm kind of keeping it at a distance. But this gets a lot hotter, it'll dry that paint a lot faster. Ooh, snickerdoodles, yes, I was thinking about those too. And I don't know why they can't be a Christmas cookie.
I thought they were.
Snickerdoodles?
I don't know why.
Okay, that kind of bubbled that up. You don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to paint the sides if I can. I think I'm going to open this up and oops, stick my hand in here as I paint it.
Honestly, I thought all cookies were Christmas cookies.
Yeah, I think so. Might do just some plain sugar cookies, not cut out cookies. Those drive me insane. Cutting them out, and re-rolling them. So I just make sugar cookies and flatten them out. And
soft shortbread frosted cookies.
Ooh,
are you talking about
kind of like
Loft
House? I love Loft House cookies.
Yes, she does.
You know, I got that cookie recipe from Neoma. The buttermilk, the soft buttermilk cookies. Maybe I'll make some of those too. So we should have quite the cookie spread on Sunday. I'll have to take a picture and post it.
Just take a drive up here.
Yeah, come on and join. One batch of green dough, one batch of red, then roll in cinnamon and sugar. Like drop cookies or I did make one year I made pinwheels where I took I tinted half of the sugar cookie batter red and the other half I left white, and I put them on top of each other and rolled it up so it looked like this red and white pinwheel.
Yay!
That was good.
I got it out.
Oh, you got it? Bill's been working on a splinter for a while now. Finally got it out.
Patty, did you sprinkle the sugar? Or sprinkle the cookies? What did you sprinkle?
She sprinkled our video. Okay, so let's put that to dry for a second, and now I'm going
And yes,
to...
I was buzzing her. Actually, what it is I have one of those parabolic heaters down here in your basement, and I was moving it so it wasn't burning my leg. And it buzzes anytime you move it, like this.
Okay, so we've got snickerdoodles, we've got shortbread, soft frosted shortbread. What other cookies? I could do some of those no-bake oatmeal, chocolate oatmeal.
What was it like? I wish Joanne was on here. Joanne used to make she called them an Eskimo cookie. And they were a no-bake, I think they were a no-bake. And they would be oatmeal rolled in powdered sugar?
I don't know.
I don't remember exactly.
She ever made those for me?
Well, if Joanne would get on
Well,
here, we
Joanne?
could ask her.
Well, you'll have to text her or something. Okay, so I'm going to give this a second coat so it covers pretty well.
Your Biddy Boo has a boo. Boo.
My Biddy Boo has a boo-boo. Biddy Boo, is that a kitty? I forget, who's Biddy?
Oh, I see. Patty sprinkled, and Alana says it was the snickerdoodle. So I guess that's what you
Sprinkled the
My
snickerdoodle.
Biddy Boo has a boo boo. I have no idea, Cheryl, what you're talking about. Cause oh, that's your kitty, right?
Okay, well.
Oh, dog.
Dog.
Oh, that's right. I did boo, didn't I? And then you made some of what last week? The kids love them. The oatmeal ones I'm talking about, rolled in powdered sugar.
I don't know. He got a gash in his side. That sounds like something Daisy would do. Sounds like something Daisy did.
Yeah.
What was it? 37 stitches?
37 stitches.
37 stitches. And we have no clue what happened to her. Okay, this might actually need...
Oh, she made the no-bake cookies.
Oh, the chocolate, and I think they're peanut butter and oatmeal, and you just drop them and let them dry. Okay, this is going to need another coat, but I think...
Oh, $321 at the vet. It's only got 4 staples.
No.
Yeah.
Daisy came home one day, not when this was when we lived in Southern California, when we were living in our RV, and she came home one day and she was ripped open from the middle of her shoulder blade all the way down her side, almost to like her belly, just completely. We have no idea. It did not look like another animal.
There's no damage to muscle or anything
Nope.
else, just your skin. So we got a deal on that one.
We knew the vet. Well, we knew the vet's husband. Because of course Daisy did this at about 5 o'clock on a Friday night on a 3-day weekend. So you try finding a regular veterinarian's office that's open on a Friday night at 5 on a 3-day weekend. Hey Teresa, welcome. Glad to have you here. We are making a mailbox for letters to Santa. And I am going to put another coat of paint on this. But for right now, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to work on drying this because I'm going to chalk on this. And this has to be dry before I can chalk on it.
Biddy Boo was about 2 inches long and it was deep.
Oh. See, Daisy's wasn't too deep. I mean, you could see muscle. The skin kind of opened up and you could see muscle, but she didn't really tear muscle.
There's no damage to the underskin.
It's a mystery. Didn't bleed a lot. Did Biddy Boo bleed a lot? Daisy just had a couple of drops of blood.
Put her name in there. She's been good.
You've been good. Well, you send me your letter and I'll put it in our little mailbox. Now you could probably, if you went to someplace other than the Dollar Tree, you could probably find a better quality mailbox This is kind of cheap, and I can see the paper is kind of absorbing the paint and kind of putting a weird finish on it, but it'll be fine. It was $1.25. What more do you want? If we don't like it, we're out $1.25. Yes, he did bleed a lot. Oh, that's no good. Okay. Almost done. So, while I've got you, got some thumbs up. While I've got you, I want to make sure you know about, I sent out emails. So if you have signed up to get my emails and you didn't get one from me today, check your spam folder or your junk folder and see if you got it there. I sent an email, and I also sent out a text notification about the very last few days of our Black Friday month. It is the Cyber Monday sale, but it's actually the Cyber Monday through Wednesday sale. And let me tell you, it's awesome. It is every Christmas transfer and every specifically Christmas surface is 50% off. 50. They don't do that very often. And every Christmas transfer while supplies last. If you're a designer, you actually get more. I think you end up getting like almost 65% off. So it ends tomorrow at midnight in Mountain Time. So if you want to take a look, type, I think if you type Monday, that's one of my bot words, my keywords. Monday as in Cyber Monday, or you can type the word sale, and you can click on that link and you can see everything that's on sale. We also have not all of our paste, but about 6 colors of paste that is 25% off, which is pretty awesome. And they've also put together some kits, some special crafting kits that come with the paste and the squeegees and the surfaces and the transfers. So go check those out. Okay, so here's my mailbox. I painted it with 2 coats. It is covered for the most part. There's a couple of little spots that aren't quite so perfect. And let me see if I can dry this and put one more coat on it. So check that out, Cyber Monday sale. If you're interested in the supplies that we're going to be using tonight, you can type in, what did I say? Mailbox. Type in Mailbox and you will get the link. Thank you, Teresa. So there's no specific reason why you put it on a pedestal, but don't you think everything on a pedestal just looks so much classier? Am I the only one that thinks that? Do pedestals make things look classy? Okay, that is wanting to peel up. I probably should have sanded this a little bit, but you know what? We're going to put a ribbon around it, so you're not going to see all of those spots anyway. Whoops. Well, that took a big chunk off.
My early morning startup is starting to catch up to me.
Yeah, well,
Patty says, yes, they do.
Yes, they do. So put everything on a pedestal.
You put me up on a pedestal while I look classier?
What is it about everything sits better on a Ritz or sitting on a Ritz or something? What's that commercial?
I can do that too.
Okay. I'm going to stop messing with this for a second. And I'm going to clean this up and we're going to get to getting on this. Okay. Now, I painted it and it's paper and I'm about to put a sticky transfer on it. So I don't want that sticky to pull the paper off or pull the paint off. So I'm going to give it some wax. So I've got my surface wax that I sell in my shop. It's part of the supplies. So if you type in supplies or if you type in mailbox, you will get the link. And this will help protect this surface from my sticky transfer. I'm just putting a thin layer of wax. And I'm not quite sure where all I'm going to chalk, so I'm just going to do this all the sides. Oh, and I haven't shown you the transfer I'm going to use. We're going to actually use two. I'm going to use two transfers. We're going to use bits and pieces of two transfers. But you can, if you see one that you really like, you could just do it with one. Now I've got that covered. I'm going to buff off any excess. You can even get a metal mailbox probably this time of year. I think I've seen them like at Walmart or probably Hobby Lobby. We are almost ready to go on another trip to Spokane where the Hobby Lobby, our closest Hobby Lobby is. So in the next couple of weeks, I get to go to Hobby Lobby.
I gotta keep her happy somehow.
Yeah, because you want to go to Cabela's and the woodworking store. Right?
Right.
Okay, so here's our mailbox. Here's our transfers that we're going to use.
And Del Taco.
And Del Taco. We used this one before. Can't remember what we did it on. We did it on something. This is called Christmas Express. Christmas Express. And it comes with 6 different transfers. This is the one that we did. I remember you guys voting. It comes with 6 different transfers. It has Christmas Farms bed and breakfast. It has Frosty's Snowflake Cafe. I think that was one we used, but now I can't remember what we used it on. Something. Oh, on the little floral holder. Holiday Bake Shop. And Santa Supply Company, and Reindeer Feed, but the one we're going to use is Christmas Express, and it says Santa Claus Christmas Express special delivery, 1-night service, checked twice. So we're going to put this on the sides of our mailbox, and then we are going to add some of these. This is called North Pole Airmail. Now, I was thinking I could do this on the side, but it's too long. So that's why we're going to do this instead. But here's a little Christmas tree stamp. Here's a reindeer delivery. Here's a North Pole Airmail cancellation.
It might be a little much for tonight, but the bar across the top, you could actually wrap that over.
Maybe on the.
No. Over this way.
I think that'd be too much.
Yeah, it'd be too much, but I mean that would be an idea too. You could make smaller.
Okay. Yeah, but you can use parts and pieces and whichever. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out a towel so I can put some fuzz on this transfer because it's sticky. Your Dollar General has the metal ones. Are they this size? This is about 5 inches tall by about 7.5 inches long. Do they have them that size? That one is cute. Is that 50? Yes, Christmas, 50% off, as long as it's still in stock. Once they sell out, and you can't get them anymore. So I'm going to put some fuzz on this. And some of the surfaces, like we have some little, I don't have them here, Christmas trees, because they are Christmas trees. Those are on sale, 50% off. Snowflakes. I don't have the snowflakes. Where do I have all the good stuff? It must be upstairs. Anyway, we have wooden cutout snowflakes. Those are 50% off because that is a Christmas item. The 3 pieces of the tiered tray, the bell and the star and there was something else, the Christmas tree, those are 50% off. Okay, so we are going to do, I think we're going to put this on both sides. So I'm going to, and it's going to kind of flop over the top. And I really like the look of white on red. So that's what we're going to do. So I painted this red and I'm going to chalk this in white. So I have my white paste, bright white, Chalkology paste, chalk in paste form. And I'm going to put a gob of that on my squeegee. And I've got that pushed down so there's no air bubbles. So hopefully there won't be any bleeding. And let's see what we can do with this. These are great because this is not a flat surface, it's curved, but our transfers will conform to that curve. Okay, take off the excess. Back in my jar. And let's peel this off. I'm going to go really slow because, again, sticky on paint. That's why I waxed and that's why I fuzzed. Oh, how pretty. Look at that. I love it. Do you love it? Okay, we are going to clean this up and I'm going to use it again. You don't have to always clean them in between uses, but it makes a much nicer, makes your project come out a little bit nicer. So I'm going to clean this up, super easy to do. I'm going to spray it with water and I'm going to get either a paper towel or one of my Swedish dishcloths, which is like a reusable sponge cloth. Is that a word? Sponge cloth? Thank you. Why do you ask? Because, Nancy, yeah. Oh, by the way, hi, Nancy. Because we're making Santa's mailbox. Okay, so I just took off that top layer of paste. If this was a paper towel, I would just throw it away. This I can rinse out and reuse it. Now I'm going to switch over to my board eraser, which is a lot like a magic eraser. These work to grab all of that paste and pull it out of the screen. And there's no chemicals in this, so it's not too harsh on our transfers. So I'm going to also do the back side. Get all the paste out of the screen. I'm also going to get some of the fuzz off of that I put down already. And we're gonna put the same design on the other side. Okay. Okay, ordinarily I would have you let this air dry, but I want to use it again. I don't want to wait for it to air dry, so I'm just taking a paper towel and lightly removing the water till it's dry. And once it's dry, the stickiness comes back. I'm going to use something like this in her classroom. Oh yes, we did have a it wasn't specifically a Santa's mailbox. It was a classroom mailbox. Okay, so I'm just kind of waving it around to air dry it. Now I'm going to put this down, so I'm going to make sure this is dry. I'm going to hit it with my dryer. And I think I'm going to actually lay it down on my towel just so I don't accidentally scratch it or scrape it. So I've got this buzzed, I've got this waxed. I'm going to center this, push it down, make sure there's no air bubbles or chunks of lint underneath that, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to, and this one's, I've got white paste all over me. Let me get a new one. So I've got some white paste. Do the same thing. Super easy, super fancy. So this would be great if you just want a little decoration in your house, but especially if you have younger kids, you have grandkids or your own children, or people you babysit, or nieces and nephews. Okay, I'm going to peel it off slowly. There we go. And I'm going to lay it, lay it back down. I'm going to spray it. I'm not going to take the time to wash it again, so I'm just going to spray it so that paste stays damp. And here we have the other side. Okay. Let's get this dry, and then we'll do a couple more designs.
You're getting some hearts, and they're not even me.
It's not even you. Is it my kids?
No.
No, my kids come on and give me hearts sometimes. Okay, now I think I'm going to put, no, would that go over? Ooh, that might be fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to do something on the front here. I'm going to do something on the back, and I think I'm actually, can you see this little thing that kind of makes it look like a candy cane stripe? I think I might do that on the part of the door that opens. Huh. Okay, let's see. Let me pull this off. Again, this is North Pole Airmail. Again, this is 50% off right now while it lasts. And I'm going to get my X-Acto knife. Again, on this size transfer, I like to keep the back intact. I could completely cut all of these things apart, but then I'm forever chasing little pieces. So I'm going to just score through those little lines where there's a little bit of silk screen and not cut through the paper backing. Oops. Then I can put it all back on one sheet. Now if you don't mind cutting yours apart, go ahead, go for it.
Patty fessed up. She was one sending the hearts.
Oh, was it you? Thank you. Just don't send frowny faces. I'm told Facebook doesn't like it when you get frowny faces. They keep track. They keep track of all the hearts you get. They keep track of all the thumbs up you get.
And Teresa says, too stinking cute.
Too stinking cute. Is stinking one of those adjectives?
Yeah.
On our thing? Stinking. Okay. So let's see. Let's do the front. I want that North Pole airmail, but I also want the stamp and I want the reindeer. So I'm gonna.
You want.
I want it all. So I'm gonna have to use that North Pole airmail for something else. And I'm going to put the reindeer on the front. Is that the front? And I'm gonna go up a little high. Push it down. Again, my white paste. Covered. And scrape off the excess and peel this up. Oops, that kind of took up some of the paint, which I didn't want to happen. So I probably needed to have fuzzed it a little bit more. Oh, we're gonna redo that. Anyway, it kind of messed up. Maybe my paint wasn't completely dry, but you can see I kind of got paint in here. So I'll clean that up really good. I'll let this dry, and we will repaint it and repaste it. Sometimes that happens, but very often you can fix it. Okay. So again, I think I didn't have enough, maybe I didn't have enough wax, or maybe I didn't fuzz it well enough. So, let's see, let's put a little more wax on this side. So I don't have that same problem. Wax on here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so on the back I'm going to use this little, looks like a stamp with a Christmas tree. So I'm going to put that on the back. Fuzzing it, getting some fuzz. Bill, you're a hoot. Okay, let's put this right there. That looks centered. Okay, crossing our fingers that I don't have, that it doesn't stick. excess. Wipe off my fingers. Peel this up. Oh, that one kind of stuck too. I'm going to get that just slightly damp because I think maybe my paste is a little too thick right there. So I'm just getting a little bit of water to kind of thin out that paste to see if it will release from the screen. And not quite, we can go over it again though. Okay, put this down, clean it up. I get to comment on my comments, and it looks like Robin is commenting. Okay, so here's our little stamp. There's a little goober right up there, but I can touch that up with just a little brush and some more paste. So let's dry this, and then let's see if we can do that candy cane. You think I would say that? Do you think I would say that?
Does it matter?
Do I have a choice? Okay, so here is this stripe, and we are going to, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to disconnect that.
I'm just tired tonight, so I'm getting giddy.
Giddy up. Makes it look old and well used. That's true. That's true. Looks a little distressed. Looks a little rustic. That's what we call it.
Used or distressed.
We call it rustic. Okay. Now this isn't exactly long enough, so I'm going to see how much I can
needs to give the
center.
Not the illusion, it just has to be there to give you the basic idea. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, having a little difficulty laying flat. I think we've got it. Part of it is because this isn't a completely flat surface. So this might end up looking a little funky. Would not be the first time something looked funky. Okay? So it's having a tough time sticking. Let's pull it out like that. Let's see if that helps. So I'm worried that it's going to bleed a little bit, but that's okay. I think we can touch it up with some white paint afterwards. White paste. And we're just going to do this slowly, one section at a time. Trying to get it to stick. Okay, let's give it a shot. And some paste. I'm going to kind of hold it tight. This might have been easier to just do it with a ribbon, glue down a ribbon.
Well, it's not too late, but
no. If I don't like it, I will paint over it. I'll paste, I'll paint red over it, and redo it. Now, if I wanted it to go all the way down, I could pick this up and match it up. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Oh, it's pulling up. It's pulling up that paint too. Yeah. Well, it didn't on this side. Yeah, there. Okay, so it pulled up a little bit. Again, you got that rustic. I'll go back over and I'll fix it. So let me lay this down.
I don't think it needs to go all the way
Spray
down.
it.
It looks good. On this side it looks good. So.
Okay, well, as long as it looks good on one side. Okay, so I think this is dry. And let me dry this up. So there's our little, see, it kind of got munchy back there. Again, I might not have had enough wax. If you wanted to, you could go over this with sanding block and kind of purposely distress it if you wanted to. Okay, so here is our stand, and we are going to, do I have my, is that on? I can't see the light. There we go. Okay, hopefully this works. Okay, so I'm just going to hot glue this on. It won't be super, super permanent because this is a slick surface, this ceramic. But for what we're doing, it should be fine. So let's center this where we want it and push it down. Let that set for a minute. It's been loved a lot. Yes, it's been well used. Lots of letters to Santa. What do you think? Cute, cute, cute. Okay, let's see. Let me put the lid on this, put those away. And we want to put a ribbon around the bottom, so I have this ribbon. It's sparkly, glittery, but I thought that looks pretty good. So, shall I do a bow maker bow? Shall I do a bow maker bow? Now, I think I will. So here's my bow maker. It's got all these little dowels, and this is where you hold this holds your ribbon, and this works great with wired edge ribbon, and this works great because it's got these little measurements here, so you can decide how long you want your doodads. You know what? I'm going to do something to tie this on. So I'm going to take part of this and trim that. So I'm going to take this and center it and just stick it down there. Now this ribbon is in some pieces because I used parts of it, so it might come off in pieces. I think I'm going to do these 3 inches. So I'm going to stick that down there. And I'm going to measure this out at 3 inches and put it in here. Oh, you probably can't see it because that's probably in the way. Okay. So I measured this tail out 3 inches, and then I put it back in between the dowels. Now I'm going to flip it over because this is one-sided ribbon. And I'm going to measure this out to 3 inches also. Right there. And put it in, twist it, and same thing, 3 inches. Put it down, twist it, 3 inches. Twist it. And let's do a couple more loops. Let's make a 6-loop bow, 3 on each side. Okay. I'm going to make this just maybe like 2.5 inches and make it a little bit smaller. Put it in, twist it, and twist it, and I'm going to trim this off right here. I'm going to put that in like that. Okay, so I just have this little loop right here. Okay, so I've got it all shoved down here between these two. Now I'm going to get a zip tie, and I'm going to stick this underneath it all and lift this up and get this zip tie started. Okay, I'm not completely pulling it. I think I did it upside down. I did it upside down so it won't ratchet on itself. That's not good. There we go. Okay, so I'm just pinching that together, adhering it in the center, trying to make sure it is centered. And I just tighten it down till I can't get it to go anymore. Trim that off. And now I can start fluffing up my bow. Because I have those wired edges, they will fluff really well. They'll keep their shape. Wrangle them around until you have your bow just the way you want it. And we are going to tie this on and see what it looks like. And I left these really long tails so that I can just kind of tie it on here. And I can trim those later if I want. Don't have to. Tie it around there. I could glue this on. I'm just going to tie it on. tails, fluff those out, and I have my cute little mailbox. What do you think?
It's fabulous.
It's fabulous. Is it just adorable?
It's adorable. It's
adorable.
So cute.
Is it significant?
It's significant.
Okay, so cute, cute, cute. Got my little, open it up, put my little letters inside. I could put candy inside. I could put my elf on the shelf in there. And there you have it. So a cute little Santa's mailbox. So thank you. I like the bow. It's cute. Of course, you get good enough ribbon, and it doesn't really matter what you do with the bow. They end up looking good. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of touch up after the camera's off, but Cheryl loves it. You're going to make yourself one. Alana, very pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us till the very end. This was kind of a long one, but again, if you're interested in the supplies, you can type mailbox in the comments and follow that link to where it says products, and you can get the supply list of the transfers that I used and some of the paste that I used and some of the supplies. And if you are interested in that Cyber Monday, which is going through Wednesday sale, it ends midnight Mountain Time, so it's 11 o'clock Pacific Time on Wednesday night. So 50% off any of our Christmas transfers and any of our specifically Christmas surfaces. And you can comment, what did I say? Monday. Comment Monday and you'll get the link. And you can check that out. So don't delay. Don't miss out on it. Anyway, thanks so much for sprinkling. Let me pose with this. Here, let's open up the... I don't know what my bangs are doing. They're too long. I need to trim them. Anyway, that should give me a good thumbnail picture. Anyway, thanks for watching. We will be on tomorrow morning. I believe it's at 10 o'clock for Craft Around the Clock. I've got a really fun project. We're going to be making not a tree skirt, but a tree collar, Christmas tree collar. So you'll like it. So watch us. You can watch us live, 10 o'clock Pacific time, or catch the replay. We would love it if you would watch, because I'm bored. Really started early this morning. Anyway, okay. Thanks so much for hanging with us, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye, everybody.